back again after 18 years. The new adventures of Galaxy Quest.
I have no idea what I'm doing, but I know I'm doing it really, really well.
Everything here is immediately followed by sarcastic comments and nasty responses.
Yep, we're finally where we belong.
Tried nothing and we're all out of ideas.
Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Yeah, but they were all bad.
Shame on them!
I was way off.
But shut up, Wesley.
I said, hold up, wait a minute. Something ain't right.
All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
That's a woman.
That ain't no woman. It's a man. Get out of it. Get into it. Low profile. Look at the words. Low profile. Hey, Richie, how's your hand? It hurt like a hurting.
That's all, brother. I had it.
All of Andrew's scenes, it turns out, were not cut. And now Gooch has emotional damage. It's bad.
No clapping. No clapping on a day. No clapping on a day.
Everyone. Thank you,
No,
everyone.
Gooch,
Like a funeral.
you know the StreamYard admins can see you backstage crying during the intro, right? Like you think no one can see you, the admins can still see you backstage.
It'd be all right. I know what his foxhole behavior would be.
I was like, I was gonna moon the camera. That's how bad I. Here's the music. Like, I was really tempted to moon the camera.
Gooch and I both hit our super chat thresholds to go see Snow White. We did it. I guess I'm surviving it. I was to say something different. I guess I'm surviving it better than he is. Erwin, how are you surviving?
Oh, fantastic. I got to do one of my super chat goals and paint Grogu into Stitch / Nosferatu. I'll be smashing him with a hammer tomorrow. Stay tuned.
Great. Gooch, maybe I should wait to you sit there and meditate on your anger like Lord Sidious. Niat, how are you doing?
It's a wise choice. It's a wise
How are
choice.
you doing? Organize your hatred. Hi, buddy. Hi.
Hey, doing good. Happy to be here.
Yeah. Have you seen Snow White yet?
I believe I have.
So you,
although
I
I've
video about
tried
it, so
to,
obviously you have. So you should probably.
I
forget
did.
About
I've tried
haven't
to
seen it.
erase as much of it from my mind as possible, but it's still there, like a splinter in my mind.
Splinter of the mind's eye, some might say. Moxie, are you going to go see Snow White so you can have the shared trauma that we all have?
No.
Huh? Come on, but shared trauma is the best type. No?
We're starting to support
that. It's fine. I'm good.
What do you mean? No.
Drive like
coffee, donut.
We are
hour,
the
7 or whatever it is you have to do to.
You.
How much did you have to get paid to go see it, Gooch?
Well, if you're gonna bring
Well, I'm
we're
just
gonna put it into
volunteer.
Canadian dollars, not much.
Moxie, thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. Very good streams today. I see, despite lawsuits, still did the pre F&T. I know it's.
Turns out I can't afford a lawyer. Don't tell Moxie.
What can you do? Rat, we'll come back to you. ABF, thank you for joining us last night on our pyramid stream, as you know.
Yeah,
Stargate documentary.
It was a lot of fun. In fact, we got this out of it. Thank you, Erwin. Appreciate
aliens.
That. But I did go to the movie theater today, and I did not see Snow White. I saw A Working Man.
Oh.
And it was super good. Everyone loved it.
It was just all right. It's 6 out of 10.
Oh, a movie. But you just like stared at them vacuuming or something.
That's men at work.
Yeah. Also,
Price or Reason was doing that on the stream the other day.
Oh my god. Jackhammer prop soon. By the way, nice 3D print there. You're a repo guy.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
Jealous.
You need more. It's very easy. He's gonna have a fleet of those things eventually.
Oh no, Badger. He's already discussing changing things up to have more wall space in the background, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn my desk into the corner. I think.
Oh well, I meant like
he's already.
He's already figuring
printers. Well, he's already figuring out how to display
army.
So once he has the room for him, then he'll need the army. Once he has the space for it.
Leon, may the force be with you.
May the force be with you.
And also into you.
Also with you. No.
I'm Catholic.
I haven't seen Snow White yet.
In my head, yes.
Yeah. I haven't seen Snow White yet. I still have to, but my schedule's been insane lately. So I plan on making good on my deal to go see as well because I lost a bet to have to go see it back in December.
In a dress?
That's one of the things I have to get a.
I kind of don't think you should do that part, but
for
safety reasons.
If it weren't for the fact that people paid for it, I would. If it was just like a gentleman's agreement, I may renege on it. But no, I was paid, so I got
a baguette of bread.
Yeah. Neg. N-E-G, Erwin. I saw
your Nyet is literally like right there.
It's a word. It's a racial thing, dude. It's in the dictionary, I'm pretty sure.
There's a whole Seinfeld bit about it.
It's offensive. We're supposed to say Indian giver.
Speaking of bits, oh my god, that's my
Gooch
favorite one.
Gooch said it's cool.
Gooch, have you seen the statue that Rat has? It's a big Indian. It's a chief. Rat.
I'm hanging on by a thread, Erwin. I'm hanging on by a thread.
You're the only one sitting from the edge and thinking that it's not that far down. Mr.Techrat, what's going on, buddy? How you doing?
That's a loaded question, but I feel like we'll just do that.
Yeah.
What is happening there?
Wow. There's so much.
I'm in a glass case of emotions.
Don't know where to look.
Oh, so
okay.
So 11 tomorrow.
Sucked on his first booby for
the
72 hours.
The soup Nazi with a wand, because no DLC for you.
No DLC for you. Thank
you. Ubisoft, we know about that one. Snow White. Hold on.
Daggers. I bought
daggers.
the daggers. I bought the daggers, Rat.
Solo leveling. Oh my god. I am what I choose to become. Oh boy.
We're all happy for me.
What's the tip one from? Oh, super bad, right? Because I see Fat Jonah Hill.
No.
Grandma's Boy.
What
You guys
really?
Why does that look like Jonah Hill? Oh, Grandma's Boy. Okay.
Made it on the list today.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's there.
Fantastic. Nice neck brace. How you all well?
Sure. I'm fine. We had an oopsie today, but it wasn't my fault.
Someone's fucking dog jumped into their lap or whatever will be. They cited it to insurance, so they admitted fault as far as I'm concerned.
Wait, what happened to Rat?
I
got sideswiped by a sneaker.
I was on the way to my doctor's office about a separate problem, and this dude ran a red light because his tiny piece of shit little Chihuahua dog jumped on his lap, and he was like, "Oh no!" And he looked down, and he slammed into the back of our car.
It's not funny,
dude.
It's not funny, but
it's funny, right?
It's not funny. It's not funny.
Sorry to hear that, dude. I hope you're feeling good.
Don't worry.
Right.
We're gonna hear Gooch complain about
beforehand.
Yeah, we're gonna hear Gooch complain about real problems, Rat. He saw Snow White. All right, don't worry.
This reminds me of when Rossi's wiener was falling off, like right after he got to like the emergency room.
No, I feel like that's a little bit worse.
No, he got back to backers.
Rat, we love you. Obviously, take care as always.
Hey man, you can't keep a good rat down.
When it rains, it pours.
But what we're hoping. Your
swimming pool gets filled up for free.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make lemonade.
Badger, how are you today? Nobody ever asks how the superheroes do.
Who cares about the host?
No, I'm fine.
Us guests are the
solitude. I need to know about Gooch though, because if you had heard him today, watching what he had.
Poor
And I
guy.
know because I sat through it too, but I'm California straight, so I had like a buff. Like I'm not. He has like a negative. He gets hurt watching this shit. I was sort of fine, painful but fine. Gooch, how you doing, buddy?
30 seconds. I almost walked out of that theater. 30
Not 38?
seconds. The gayness is like it's an overload. I just
wait. Well, not in the 30 seconds.
The
first 30 seconds is she's Snow White, and even though she's not white, and then communism.
And
then you get to the gayness.
Feminism
pretty
and the gayness, and everyone's just one big. We are like this. Like,
what about Dopey's face? You haven't told me about Dopey's face
I
yet.
would punch that face. in a
Haunted?
heartbeat. Like, it's retarded. Gal Gadot cannot.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Let alone sing. The songs are the worst songs I've ever. Who wrote those songs? They're terrible.
The first text I get from him is, "This guy's gay as fuck."
Yeah. Oh,
I think he's talking about the dad.
Yeah.
Gooch, what did you think about the cameo by Wesley Snipes?
The Huntsman?
The Huntsman?
The Huntsman?
I was just checking to see if he saw the entire film.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did see the entire film. I wish I didn't.
Did I miss it? Did he not? Because maybe I zoned out. Did the huntsman not even try to find a pig's heart and pretend that he killed her?
No, I didn't see any of that.
Like, why didn't he just went home? Gets blamed. I was like, why didn't he? Okay,
There's
too violent.
so many plot holes, and there's they didn't even follow the original
Bandits,
story.
Gooch. You haven't even brought up the bandits yet.
Oh, that. Oh, I almost said the F word there.
I'll give you the bandit tonight if you want.
They have a dwarf, but he's part of the bandits, but he's not even part of the dwarves. Like,
And he looks retarded.
And he's
Is he
the best crossbow. I'm the king of the crossbows. Like,
oh wait, no, there's a taller version of him, and is that the one who has a random relationship because they had to give a random one a character arc with the random moratorium girl, right?
Yes, yes, yes. So
Gal
the
Gadot
bandits-
singing, Gal Gadot, sorry,
Singing.
Gal
Talk.
cannot
It's
sing,
like
can't even
talking.
talk. The
Talking?
dialogue is horrible.
Yeah, she-
Rachel Ziegler looks like a little boy, like throughout the whole movie.
She
like,
does.
She's
How about
not a leading actress.
The bright
No.
blue and yellow dress. Did you enjoy that out in the woods?
No, the whole movie was so stiff and forced. I was like, this is so cringe. It's making me sick to my stomach.
By the way, what's making me sick to my stomach real quick is that we haven't gotten to these gifties real quick. Stu, Gooch, still, because I'm going to come right back. Phrasing. Jake Martin gifted 5, assuming they're hitting. I wasn't able to look. I'm sure you're going to tell me.
They were hidden.
Okay, thank the gods above and below, because
I
it was a lot of
bitch.
grays, and I didn't like the way they looked.
Now, how about a smooch, huh?
I'm being gray. I'm a gray.
God damn dirty grays. I'm not pointing anyone out. I'm not pointing out anyone. God damn dirty grays.
No. Leon, thank you, friend of the channel. Probably shouldn't wear the dress though.
Who is this guy?
He is much more impressive than the hedgehog I fought previously.
Dude, I'm standing right here.
Can we put a poll so we can vote to see if Leon's getting hate crimed or not? My vote's yes if we do.
I live in a deep red state.
I know.
Exactly.
That's why
I'm
they're going to
worried.
hate crime you.
Avengers
On
Doomsday
the
will be a
plus side,
failure.
the Alamo Draft House really progressive, and they do like an all-female Wonder Woman.
Sorry, Badger. We're sorry.
He doesn't hear me. Avengers, he's definitely one. Avengers Doomsday will be failure. I've been researching Lucasfilm from the past, standing up for the EU. Shout out Matt Wilkins' channel here. Yes, it will be. And we'll talk about that later when we're done. Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Crunchy.
Oh,
I can hear it.
Fun channel lore if you watched this morning about tube socks.
I'm still wearing
no,
them. It's
tube
so gross.
socks.
Every
Tube
time I
socks.
Singular.
crunch. That's so gross.
All right. You want some more lore? I watched earlier. I saw your jokes. It was hilarious, but
Wait, what?
we all tried it one time, right? We all tried it one time with the sock and went, this is
Yeah,
disgusting.
chafes. It's
Who
it's
continues
weird. Who
doing
does
it?
that?
I thought, I
Speak
thought
for
it was just a
yourself.
receptacle. You don't Never mind.
This is not taxi cab confessions, Rat. We're not.
No.
We already
just
did
wanted
that.
to throw my
But when you're
goose
topping
in
off
there.
gas, you don't want to
Let's-
drop anything on the floor. So sometimes the last couple pumps you have
Let's
to
do
do.
Let's do the dad jokes. The dad jokes was funnier. Let's do that.
Yeah, like Rat's ready to go. Like one time, I was eating Cheetos and I was like, jerking off, and I woke up with an orange.
You don't
Oh
mix
my
hands. Come on.
You fall asleep midway.
That's a very specific example you just came up with.
Shut your mouth. It's only once.
Gooch went right to the Cheetos. It sounds like personal experience. I was
You gotta be careful with the flaming hot.
man.
When you're saying that you don't jerk off into a sock, you don't have to inadvertently tell us what you do come into.
I don't know
Irwin
yet.
uses tissue.
I'm more confused.
Zachary uses a toilet. Good. All right.
I'm gonna have to ask my parents to have to talk to
Wanna
me.
do a
I
poll?
clearly don't
poll in the chat?
understand what's going on.
Normally you do it in an empty box. But
Don't tease me, Shockwave.
Oh,
Bradley Cooper
wait.
has been cast as Jor-El.
I would actually like
Yes,
that. Big
yes.
if true.
it is. It's true.
I thought
James
he
Gunn
said he was done
did a
doing
casting-
big Hollywood
I
productions.
like.
You like that?
I
It
do.
works for
Bradley
me.
Cooper's a great actor. I think he can do it.
I think he's pretty good
No.
too.
Yeah, isn't he like Oscar winner?
Yeah.
He's a bit
Even the
overrated.
movies that he's in. What was that, Nia?
I think he's a good actor, but he's a bit overrated.
Yes.
He means
I
no
need
David
time to
Cornsweat.
process. Go back to yelling about Rachel Zegler. It was horrible, wasn't it? Communism, midgets and shit. It was horrible.
Musical.
Yeah, I was gonna make a joke. I was gonna remember, Gooch, you're Gooch, and you get abused by children, and now I just defeated the evil queen. You live in Winnipeg. And you have a huge wiener. I win. Denouement, bitches.
Jesus.
Just give me my sock.
Crunch, crunch.
Oh, the crunch.
I'm laughing. We could hear the other Moxie ever so slightly.
Gooch, when are we getting socks in your merch store?
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah, we're getting those. We're getting those. Yeah. Just one.
You like
Just one
smiling?
sock.
I
You
might
winking,
subbing.
or-
What do you rate? What do you rate it, Gooch?
You should see the
0.5
calories
out
you
of
have.
10.
This is
Point
this is
5
the
out of 10.
Malaysia. This is the Thai version or whatever. Sorry, Bo Malata,
I
voice
No
actress and
rice.
singer in the Thai dub version.
assumed it was AI.
Infinitely better than what we got.
Infinitely better, right? I guess she survived a snowstorm.
She's got a forehead too. Holy.
This is fine.
Okay, first chins, now foreheads. You know what?
Gooch has weird fetishes.
God dang it.
He's real specific.
Elbows and ankles get him real riled up. He's an old Western man.
This is
Anklets,
Grok's.
anklets really get me going.
This is Grok's. Chinese audiences are boycotting the Snow White movie due to Rachel Zegler's casting, which deviates from the traditional skin as white as snow image, causing a cultural disconnect. Her appearance, not her acting, although that ain't helping, fuels the backlash, seen as pushing Western woke values rejected as Baizuo. Plot changes and CGI dwarves also contribute to the poor reception in China.
Not enough dragons.
I'm telling you, they do.
Chinese
in fact,
do like dragons.
That's what
make
I'm
everything
saying.
very ancestral.
I said it as a joke without my brain thinking about what my mouth was saying, and then I realized it was actually accurate.
He was just trying to eat some fiddle faddle.
I was just trying to racism, and I made a good point.
And I'm
And
telling
fiddle
you,
faddle. I'm about to go Gooch if we start talking about fiddle faddle.
there were 8. There were 8 tickets sold in like the middle of my theater, and none of those people showed up. So either that was one big group, and they all got into a little incident, and or they whatever. But
It's Friday night. I'm gonna check mine right now.
yeah, go ahead. You check. Everyone check. That'll be fun. Well, even if it's not that they're not showing as sold, it's that do they actually show up to the theater? Because this is something we've heard associated with Disney for a long time. We heard this all the way back to the Marvels and Captain Marvel days, that like tired of theaters are sold out, and then you go and they're like, there's no one sitting in them seats. We did
Mine was
hear.
empty. You saw the video.
Really?
I sent you the video, right, of my theater.
Yeah, but I'm saying for the audience, really speak about how empty it was.
It was very empty.
Oh.
And I came in late, so like phrasing, it was totally empty.
Yeah, well,
a
you got
family came in.
wait
A
for a
family
second.
came in, and they just didn't say anything. It was like a funeral in there. It was just kind of like The poor dad looked like he wanted to die. Like he was just like.
Wait, so
I
Gooch,
understand that look.
You showed up late and you were on your phone talking to Badger. Like, did you even watch the movie? Maybe you need to see it again.
It was when I showed up. They were playing the previews.
War Masters are making you extra
Lilo and
push-ups,
Stitch.
you're in trouble.
Lilo and Stitch still holds up. Lilo and Stitch looks.
ABF, I
fantastic.
think they have a digital copy. Maybe he could watch the digital copy to refresh his memory.
For stream,
I'll send it over, Gooch.
Dude, I have a hard time believing a gaggle of grannies did not like follow you into the theater just to molest you in the.
They
That was
gagged
my
all
first
over.
question was how many times he was groping in the theater before the movie even started.
Right?
Just once.
Luckily for him,
But-
the movie bombed. There was nobody else there.
Yeah.
Gooch.
Yeah.
Waiting on a wish.
Oh, fuck off.
Hoping somehow, some way.
I don't know.
Gooch,
Gooch,
won't
you
be
said that it was
California
the worst
gay.
music.
God,
You said it was the worst music, but like, is there
It's
anything
not
as
good.
bad as the scuttlebutt from The Little Mermaid? 'Cause,
Oh
like, that
no,
was-
yeah, there is Gooch. I say he's being a real like first world problems, or one could say he's got some like princess privilege.
Wait, what?
Everyone's talking about Rachel Ziegler as a
Princess
great singer,
privilege.
and I'm like, she's not a great singer. She's like a studio singer. Like she just
There's
sounds
some
like
moments that
one of
were all
those.
right? But
When? Like, please tell me.
You heard Gal
Holding Out
Gadot,
for a
right?
Wish is a good song.
Gadot.
No, Gadot was awful. That was
Gadot's horrible, yes.
Yeah, horrible. Everybody in
Sure.
that movie's fucking horrible. And then
Talking
the
about
Diddy
Snow
party
White.
at the end was like a fucking. But yeah, but Rachel Ziegler, she's an okay singer. Like she's not anything special. I
She's a
didn't
little
think-
narcissist who tanked the movie before it ever came out because she couldn't keep her mouth shut and Disney should have controlled her. And by the time they tried, it was too late. We heard about one of the producers going to talk to her. We saw this interaction where you can imagine what this chick is like, but she says, "Your dad flew to New York City to reprimand a young actress. Any words on this? Because that's creepy as hell and uncalled for. People have the right to free speech. No? Shame. Shame on your father."
Gina Carano says hello.
We'll talk about her in a second. He goes, "You really?" This is the son, Jonah Platt, the son of the father who was the executive producer. He goes, "You really want to do this?" Yeah, my dad, the producer of an enormous piece of Disney IP with hundreds of millions of dollars on the line, had to leave his family to fly across the country to reprimand his 20-year-old employee for dragging her personal politics into the middle of promoting the movie for which she signed a multi-million-dollar contract to get paid and do publicity for. This is called adult responsibility and accountability, and her actions clearly hurt the film's box office. Free speech does not mean you're allowed to say whatever you want in your private employment without repercussions.
Fire!
Tens of thousands of people worked on that film, and she hijacked the conversation for her own immature desires at the risk of all the colleagues and crew and blue-collar workers who depend on that movie to be successful. Narcissism is not something to be coddled or encouraged.
That's very well said.
Won't
Bravo.
somebody think of the craft services?
Just trying to put verve to it. Yeah. What do you think about that? They said that sooner?
He snapped after that, and then he took it down because Daddy said, "Get that the fuck off the internet."
He was right though.
I think take it down.
Nailed it.
Thanks, bro. Yeah,
Yeah, his dad probably was forced to. But I think that young lady who initiated that interaction has never been in any sort of contract situation or negotiation with, yeah, sure, your country might have free speech, but the contract specifically stipulates that you can't say anything that jeopardizes the project that you're working on. And this is the same in contracts that are not even film related. So, yeah, I mean, I'm glad he said that.
Do they do like morality clause kind of stuff still? Because they used to, you used to not be like seen drinking or be like with your K-pop stars aren't allowed to be like with their boyfriends in public and stuff like that.
I don't think the film and TV contracts in the West are as restrictive as the K-pop stuff. I mean, from the age of like 7 in Korea till like they retire at like 40, 50.
The idols?
They have to maintain that. Yeah,
they're living in
public image.
They're living in Black Mirror episodes.
She was talking about Snow White, George. Though, if I have to wear that Snow White dress, I should get paid every that's
Every hour I'm in that
this
dress.
movie. Yeah,
While it's streaming.
While
Leon,
it's streaming, yes.
Leon should get paid for every hour he's in that.
I was
dress.
just thinking that.
Here's the
Stole
thing:
it.
she hasn't done anything yet. Like she's done what 2-3 films.
West,
No, she's
this
done
is
5, but they've all flopped. She's never
West
done a successful
Side
film.
Story.
West Side Story,
So much
Hunger
worse.
Games,
Shazam.
Shazam.
That Y2K movie. Did
the Y2K.
Did that do well?
Okay, no, it bombed.
No.
So it like all those movies are bombed. She hasn't done anything successful. She's putting herself like in this Meryl Streep kind of category of acting. Like fuck off already. Like you're not special.
Well, she's been working since she was quite young, and she obviously her films haven't done well, but she's been paid a lot of money. These are like big productions that she's been a part of, and I think West Side Story, she was nominated for a Golden Globe or won a Golden Globe for Best Leading Actress. So she has like an inflated sense of self-worth as a result of being in so many high-profile projects before she was 22.
But those
but Shirley Temple was in a lot of movies, and she was never such a huge, ginormous asshole.
Yeah.
There's also, we talked about a little bit
but...
last night. There's an infantilization problem. Everyone's like, "Oh, this young girl. Oh, she's fucking 23. You're an adult. I mean, she's been an adult for what, half a decade at this point. I don't know about you guys, but when I fucked up at 23, there were some goddamn repercussions.
I'll name names too. I love you, Smash or JT, whatever, dude. Come on, bro. He was like on Moxie's was like, blame the enablers. No. I mean, yeah, sure, but also because Disney knew exactly who they were hiring. Blame her.
She's an adult. Draft her. Send her to Ukraine.
Yeah.
I think that she was propped up and she got a big head about it.
Well, and as we find out, she's been in the business her whole life. So it's another Amandalus Stinberg.
Let me tell you, when she was marching across that bridge, when she's marching across that bridge with all the women behind her, talking about like doing that fucking gay song. Oh, look at us. We're all women. We're marching forward. I can take it back.
There was like girl power march in that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
There were like 12% of them were men. They were allies, and the diversity in the background. What was worse, this or Wicked? Because like when I see the like forced diversity background characters in that large in numbers, like it gives me like Hitler vibes. It reminds me like Band of Brothers concentration camp scene. Like,
the guys they had in the background were like in glory hole specialists. They weren't anything special. It was a bunch of like it was obviously a feminist approach of girl power at the end there, and it was just like, holy fuck, really? Yeah, okay.
It didn't exactly make sense. Also, if they're so natural resource rich, and a bunch of fossil fuel. They had diamonds and gems everywhere that everyone apparently can eat. I don't fucking know because something's not valuable if they're abundant.
Speaking of
it's socialism. That's what it is. Socialism. You get bread, you get, Gooch. This, you get that.
Directed socialism though, because they still want a Bernie Sanders. I mean, a queen in charge.
Yeah.
So Gooch, you look a little peckish. And so I'm going to put on a hood and get all ugly and look as conspicuous as possible. And then I'm going to give you a poison Cliff Bar. And then you should go ahead and eat it immediately for no other reason other than you're feeling a little peckish.
I made you an apple, dude.
Yeah.
And then and you see my gross hands, and you grab the unwrapped Cliff Bar that's like pulsating out of my gross hands, and then just like don't even wipe it off or anything, just immediately eat it. Not for true love. Yeah, don't wish for
into a skull.
True love. No, you need
that old lady looks like she wiped from back to front. I would not be eating anything from her. So.
And the
Indian street food vendor.
No,
you're getting food poisoning.
Yeah,
actually, she does get food poisoning.
And pink eye.
Honestly, when she started making Godot started making the apple, I was like, oh fucking thank God. And then like Rachel like took the first bite. I was like, yes, finally. That means we're almost at the part where she's gonna STFU. It didn't last long.
Nah.
But did you notice that when she's making like she's doing the potions and she's making the apple in the original? She mentions that the antidote is true love's kiss. That's completely like left out of this one, which makes the resolution really empty. Like, what the fuck's going on there?
I feel like they did say true love's kiss in it.
No,
at the end
they didn't. No,
she like mumbled it. Like she didn't say it clearly.
True love's kiss.
It's like at the bottom of a page or something, wasn't it? I watched 3 Snow Whites in a row. They're all jumbled.
Either way, he barely kisses her. established like, and when it's pointed out that maybe she likes him,
because he doesn't like kissing girls. That's why. Like, it's like the movie's so freaking gay. Like, it's like,
but if Rachel Zegler looks like a little boy, you think he'd be into her, Gooch. So
there you go.
Yeah, there's
True.
that. Yeah.
There's just no chemistry between her and Jonathan. You don't believe that they like each other at all. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that in the promotional interview she was doing, she said that the character of the prince is gone and Jonathan's part might get cut out because it's Hollywood, baby. Like, why would he want to kiss her when she's being that insufferable?
Yeah,
she is not attractive at all.
Can you imagine that?
Weird.
God damn it.
I would hate to work with her on anything.
For real.
In an office setting, much less where she's supposed to be the start. I can't imagine the chemistry was all that great between
by all accounts, actually, there wasn't bad blood between her and Godot on set. That it was a very pleasant filming experience. It's just, again, this was all a bad script, if you believe it, which I sort of do because everyone's fake, so they go along to get along. She didn't have the balls to say free, but you think she has the balls to say that to a former actual IDF fucking soldier that's 3 feet taller than her? I don't, but I bet she can do it on Instagram. But yeah, bad script, uninspired songs, shitty message.
Those songs were awful.
Had they just done a full romance?
Princess Privilege.
Yeah. And then all the stupid Peter Dinklage shit. And then you do put little people in, but you have them in the bandit group that the not prince is leading.
And then she has the dwarves clean everything and sing the song instead of all the animals, which is possibly the best part of the whole original cartoon. And then
me too.
We're bandits. We fight for the memory of the king.
Bro, they're fucking just say you're Robin Hood.
But they don't even do any Robin Hooding or banditing. They don't do anything.
No.
They say that they steal in the name of the king, which is kind of bullshit. But we never see them redistribute the things that they take.
No,
6 potatoes. His shirt and they pull it out, and had 6 potatoes fall out. They're gonna save all the peasants.
The great potato famine.
And so she sees him the first thing he's stealing. And she's nice, so I guess that's why he kind of... I don't understand why they like each other, but then when they first actually get together, they immediately sing a song that's really bad, and the first thing he does is steal her mom's necklace off of her. So the first thing they do, she sees him stealing, and then they immediately get together out in the woods and sing a song, and he immediately steals from her. Oh, I'm not going to be saved by a princess. I'm going to be saved by a thief who's gonna domestic abuse me, but he only hits me because he loves me.
What do we think this movie is making? As I point out first that it is a 1.5 on IMDb.
Almost anything is better than this right now.
Almost.
Leon, I hate it. Leon,
better than this.
This hurts me more than seeing Snow White. I have to say, I think Leon might be right with the 220 million. It hurts me so much to say, Leon. Thoughts?
Or less.
I don't think it's going to hit over 170, honestly. Because there's nobody in the theaters. I was checking all of the cinemas in Sydney again this week, and it's maybe 1 or 2 seats here and there.
I was leaving, and people were going to other movies. They weren't going to Snow White.
Wow.
International hates it, too. It's
families. I'm like, oh, there's a rush of people to go see Snow White. Nope, they were going into the other movies.
And on the note of international, Erwin, with a lot of the Disney live remake adaptations, it's the international that gets it across the line. It usually makes 75% of its budget. So the fact that this is almost often double, the fact that it's 50-50, if not less than domestic, this movie is going to fail catastrophically.
Yeah. I'm sorry, the international is often double. Sorry, that's where I thought you were heading with that.
Bro, and it's only 45% of the total is their international. You said, Erwin,
so
that's
bad. That's so bad.
If you put in that grok explanation of how the Chinese culturally are viewing it, immediately just looking at a Snow White that is not white, skin is white as snow. That is the Grimm's tale, right? It's
it's the first thing.
American shit. That's that
first thing they address. They go in on the snow and she was born on a snowy day, so they named her Snow White. Oh wait, why is the queen a Latina? It's so weird. Because you shouldn't date outside of your race.
Oh, that sounded like Gail Gadot. It was just everything.
Oh my god!
Had a sharp P or a sharp S.
I'm the evil
I
queen.
wear the crown. I wear the crown.
I make the pizza pie.
Yes.
I didn't realize you were so opinionated.
Who is the fairest? Who is the fairest of the land?
Someone wrong.
Like Ron, I think, was someone who's being all horned up about Gal Gadot being fairer than Rachel Zegler. They even make Gal Gadot ugly. When she first walks in and gets the king, I'm like, ooh, she's attractive. And then they put that thing on her and she looks so ugly the rest of the movie.
It was like an ugly competition. They were sitting on top of the ugly tree and going, how many branches do you think you can hit on the way down? I don't know. Try this together. It was like,
let's be fair. Gal Gadot uglified in this movie still looked way prettier than Rachel Zegler.
From what I've seen, yeah.
No.
Yes. No. Also,
just the eyeballs and the placement of the eyeballs alone. I mean, yeah, she's still prettier.
This little bitch walks in, takes their bed, just lays down in their bed, sleeps all day where they're out working hard. They come home and then she makes them clean their house while singing a horrible song.
And why is she moving that? Like when they show up and she's moving around like she's like a ghost or something. I'm like, what is going on underneath those sheets? Like
in the original, didn't she clean the whole place and have food ready so that when they got home?
Oh, she ordered them. She ordered them to clean up.
She made. Oh gosh.
In the original, she's extremely thankful and grateful that they've taken her in.
She's a trad wife.
Yeah, she's extremely maternal as well. She's just so sweet.
But
maybe she's
also they have like a sex pod or whatever.
She found all of their dirty, crusty socks. Is what happened.
Oh no!
Literally,
and she washed them without complaint.
Oh, she was out at the creek for hours on that.
Yeah. Whistle while you jerk.
On those rocks.
Can we all agree, though, this movie would have made its budget back if Gal Gadot had said, Snow White, no. Like,
hello.
I did not hit her. I did not.
I did not hit her. I did not. Here, hold on. I actually, because to prove I was there, yes, oh my God, so fucking bad. Gooch, I'm sorry, not to hold yourself for a moment.
Ah! Oh, look at it. Oh.
I'm sorry. Here's the thing.
Oh,
she's just an insufferable little see you next Tuesday. I'm sorry. Flat-chested, no sexuality, no charisma.
Smash thought there was sexuality there.
I question
what
he's going through a lawsuit.
No,
his abilities to play it through. It's compromised him mentally. It's all right.
When she's dolled up, she gets attractive. The haircut, the dress, literally everything was working against her.
Yeah, she could be attractive under certain lighting.
The chest binder, but
what a chest binder that is. My God, it's a boys don't cry situation over there because.
Hillary Swank?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
it's just not great.
So, do you guys feel like they did add more of the little the little Zegler?
The gayest moment
right here
ever.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you think
gayest moment? It was so.
What was gay about that? The father and his daughter.
Oh yeah, that's what I did with my kids. Is just like kneel down and just like start bellying out in the song.
And tell them I love them.
You don't live in a musical.
I mean, it's musical.
It's okay. We live in a world.
They're not
they're just
actually singing in musicals.
They're a bunch of, and I don't care for it.
Sorry, your mic cut out there for a second.
It did. I think it did. I'm sorry.
Meatball. What?
Huge bag. And I just
my fist is what he said.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Figs. Yes, figs.
When you put a bunch of sticks together, I think.
Oh.
I almost used the F word.
But a bundle of sticks are worth something.
They're a
they could do
burden.
This was like.
It's got charisma.
Forgive my pivot to something that I also almost said the F word on. Yes, Erwin.
Oh no, it's fine. I like two other things I want to torture Gooch with. It's Snow White related.
By all means, go ahead before we move on. What?
I know. I already forgot. Let's keep rolling.
Let's keep rolling.
They've added Luke Skywalker.
That would have been a good song. Rolling. That would have been great with the dwarfs going out.
Yeah, Greg Abbott.
Rolling. Yeah.
they've added Luke Skywalker to Space Iraq, to Batu or whatever the hell we're calling Galaxy's Edge, and he looks like a MAGA tree.
Yeah.
Well,
does he even have a rat tail?
He looks like two things. He looks like a young Jason Bateman or Harry Sissons.
I don't like either of those.
I don't like that you pointed that out because now that's all I can see.
Yeah.
He looks like Barry Keoghan.
Oh, I don't like that either.
I'm getting that dude that played the Flash.
Ezra
Miller.
Getting fucking worse.
Damn. None of these are good.
It's
sorry,
very
dude.
non-threatening either way.
This just does not look like. I'm not saying it needs to look like Mark Hamill, but
well, it's the hair, dude. Like, where's his sandy hair? Why is it black?
Leave it there. He looks like Dopey.
Yeah.
It's costume's great. Yeah, but it's cosplay.
Yeah, but I mean,
what kind of
all
what?
All
this
the
is
cast
so
members?
gay. This is the gayest thing I've seen all day.
No, but Erwin, have you ever been to Disneyland?
No.
Okay,
you took the words out of my mouth because
as
that
someone who has
gentle touch on R2 is just the gayest moment.
It's fine. He loves R2. I don't care about that.
There's a candle, you know.
I gently touch R2 too softly in the night. It's no robot dog, but bro, the whole thing about Disneyland is, especially when you're a kid, they do look like the characters. The Disney princesses look like Disney princesses. The princes look like princesses, and so on and so forth. I want my fucking Luke to look at least a little bit like Luke, not some fucking 19-year-old cosplaying as Luke either.
No.
I mean, I say all the time. I went to Galaxy's Edge 2 years ago. In fact, I went, or maybe it was 3 years ago now, 3 years ago this summer, whatever. The whole Disney World experience 3 years ago, it's because I went once when I was a kid, and it was like the most magical memory I have of being a kid. And when I went as an adult, you know, nearly 33 years ago, it was amazing. Like, Disney World was still great, except for Galaxy's Edge. Galaxy's Edge was the biggest letdown of the entire vacation.
I went to Galaxy's Edge like 5 months ago, and I was so bored. Like, I felt like I wasted my day. Everything was overpriced. There was no families, no people my age. It was just like, yeah, it just sucked.
I was looking in the Star Wars Black Series subreddit, and someone posted a picture and was like, this is all they have. And I thought it was like an Ollie's or something. And I'm scrolling through, and it's like a bunch of Mandalorians, bunch of New Hope Vaders, like just pretty pathetic supply. And then I realized it's fucking Galaxy's Edge. Someone's taking pictures of the Star Wars merchandise at Galaxy's Edge, and it's basic bitch, like less than you could get on Amazon. I was like, oh my God. It used to be everything. That's how George made everything, was his merchandise selling.
The best part of Galaxy's Edge when I was there was the food. Well, guess what? I bought the Galaxy's Edge cookbook a few months prior, and I can make all that shit at home, and it tastes the same. Like
Grogu.
But how can you pay $50 for a blue drink? No, this was Darth Grogu.
His face moves? Oh, okay. I was like,
eat that other one's face off, phrasing.
He's still alive. I'm going to put his soul into something eventually. We just have to grow it in a tube real quick.
We've all seen the articles, right, about talking about the demand for the Acolyte, and Gary and Disbrew and other ones saying, do it, you coward. We talked about what that is, right? That it's Parrot Analytics. If I put it up, I'm a professional. Hold on. Just stare blankly for a moment. Let your mind clear. Oh, yeah.
I actually kind of appreciate this punk rock mammal just screaming at me.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
20.4% interest. And when you go, okay, there's a demand, 20.4% more. That's interesting. But when you find out what, it's not subscriber data or total watch time or any of the things you think that they would gauge interest by. It's Google searches, Wikipedia activity, YouTube views. So, right. But if the Google searches are about how shitty it is, and the Wikipedia are like checking the lore to see what it ruins, and the YouTube and social media are talking about how bad it is and stealing it because you know what I'm saying? These are all the worst ways to judge whether you would actually make money by doing another season.
Actually, the piracy activity is a gauge that they use in, like, you know, behind the scenes ratings.
But I know, but like, isn't there like a certain threshold where it's like Daredevil, right? If people are stealing Daredevil, it's probably because they don't give a shit enough to. But like at Game of Thrones,
I think that
everyone was stealing it, and that's just because it's super popular.
I think that was factored in. Also, when Game of Thrones was out, there was less and less people just willing to pay for anything on the internet as far as subscriptions. But I feel like everything's shifted. So.
They didn't even have an HBO app at that time. They didn't
Yeah, it wasn't the most accessible thing.
Yeah.
When I had to get Disney Plus for some Born Again, God bless it. It cost an extra $1 to upgrade like the Hulu. To add Disney Plus to the Hulu, it was $1. And people still don't want to watch it.
Apathy.
That's actually a change then, because when I got Hulu, I think it was like a year or so ago. It was actually cheaper to get the Hulu Disney Plus bundle than just get one or the other.
Speaking
it was like,
of Hulu,
because they want to get those numbers up to defraud their investors.
Check out Paradise. That's a good show.
You've mentioned that multiple times.
I added it to my watch list.
Just get confirmed for another season.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't approve of your violence against Rachel Zegler in your subtitle there. That could be, unless you did it the other way, and that's sexual. I'm not sure. Better get consent. My fist. As I came out phrasing of the Snow White showing yesterday, I looked on the Twit-Twats, the X, whatever the hell.
Walking out.
And I saw this from Nerdrotic, the studio head, who brought us the abomination known as the Rings of Power is gone. Nature is healing. And it, of course, was this deadline where Gary pointed it out. But yeah, it's fine. She's segueing into a first look film and producing deal. She will not be replaced with the head of the studio role eliminated in a streamlined new structure. We've decided to flatten our leadership structure a bit, says Hopkins, with the head of TV, Vernon Sanders, and the head of film, streaming, and theatrical, reporting to him. So basically, the two, instead of one overseeing those two, it's just those two reporting directly to him. So we've cut out her horrible decision making.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of one person having some sort of, creative control or push with every single, show or movie on there.
She's also the one that gave us that bullshit about the 55 million engagements, whatever the hell that means.
That's like players in Assassin's Creed, right?
Which we'll also be talking about. That is the next pivot. But real quick, because before we pivot to that, 140 of you watching, make sure to like, share, and sub to everyone here, especially in the ad. It's just embarrassing at this point.
Poor guy.
We'll get there. 2 million coming up fast. I'm actually like 1,200 away from 10,000. Please.
Let's go.
What do you think this means for Rings of Power? Did they violently course correct, and now we're going to get a butchered season 3 that's like Daredevil, where it's like half course corrected, half new?
They're going to kill all the black hobbits off? Or what do you mean by butchered?
I mean,
There's
based on that.
saving it.
There's no
saving dude. I just because this role has been eliminated, I don't think they're in too deep with Rings of Power. There's nothing going on with that. It's this is more of a let's look to future projects and hope they're good, as opposed to what's already in the pipeline.
We just saw David Heyman and Amy Pascal, get control of the Bond movie. At least one. He's a Brit.
Yeah, but they're not gonna do the right thing.
Yeah, but Russell Davies is also a Brit.
Yes.
Right, and he did the awful Doctor Who. So...
But David Heyman is not gay. He's not a gay. I think. Don't quote me. He might be a gay. I don't think he's, as far as I know, corrupted by any other than the normal fucking politics that they're all. I don't know. Whatever. Can't you just let me dream that we'll get a heteronormative white Bond with a British accent?
It's not going to happen.
Just to backtrack a little bit, Wheel of Time was also hand in hand with Rings of Power. In fact, I think those two were sold together as like sharing assets.
Well, Wheel of Time and Rings of Power are the two ones that we point to the most of, like, oh, they took the lore and had their way with it.
Totally butchered.
And even the I did make a video about it, but it was the showrunner for Wheel of Time talking like everything, it was a product of the early or late 90s and early 2000s, so everything is lesbian or gay coded. So I read into it that it was lesbian gay coded. So I took that as the chance to fucking make everything, as opposed to this is like when Bo got told to make Xavier and Magneto less gay. It was like they're having a personal conversation. I'm sorry if you're getting gay overtones from there, but maybe you're the one that's reading into it a little bit. And so it's that type of thing. So yeah, if they start hiring new showrunners, maybe ones that aren't so corrupted.
My first thought when I saw this was, is Cavill Hammer actually going to be able to be good? That was my first thought.
That could be a reason why they got rid of her or told her to step down or you can't.
So this is the thing. I don't think her leaving is going to have any effect on the shows that are currently in production. But like you said, Warhammer 40K, other things that are on the horizon that haven't been touched, it's possible that they could be untarnished. Who knows?
Less tarnished.
It's interesting that was essentially in the same capacity as like a Kathleen Kennedy, and yet with her we blame her for the initial like hiring, but then we blame the showrunner. Like, yeah, fuck her for Wheel of Time, but then everything else is on that showrunner, as opposed to Kathy, where we blame the showrunner and we blame Kathy as some fucking maniacal figure who every moment there is noting them to death or something, even though she probably is just as not involved as this woman is now. Not involved
with Kathleen Kennedy, she's in charge of one cohesive like franchise. You know what I mean? Like with Star Wars,
Feige.
Yeah,
and everybody that she hires is sort of being given a directive by her in terms of what approach they're going to go. Like the Force is female. Like it's probably like scribbled into everybody's journal before they start. So yeah, it's much easier to blame her because she's handling one massive super project, whereas the head of Amazon is covering different projects. So I don't know. Give them a bit of leeway.
We found out from the film thread when Star Wars was on trial, not the funeral, but when everyone was doing their like pretend legal defenses, that the whole Force is female thing was one like other pro bono group or whatever that she showed up to for like one day. And they're like, will you wear a shirt? And she wore it. And then she's been stuck with the Force is female. But doesn't matter. She still should have realized what that would have signified. But yeah.
She may have just worn it for one day, but that sort of messaging is enshrined in every Star Wars project that we've seen in the past decade.
It was a huge mistake that she should have known better. But there's a lot of things she did that she should have known better about, like shooting 3 Star Wars movies and not having Han, Luke, and Leia together in a goddamn scene.
Or, shooting 3 Star Wars movies that were not all written in advance to be cohesive story-wise.
Oh, I guess we could all backseat drive in hindsight.
Yeah.
So, I loved Finn's
it about the originals. So.
Haven't you heard there's only 2 good Star Wars movies? Robert Meyer Burnett told me. It's only...
I think you mean 2 good series, the OT and the prequels. There's only 2 good Star Wars series.
That's right. Thank you, Leon, for setting me straight. Erwin,
I got you, buddy.
The more we talked about Assassin's Creed and Tencent, the more and more you started to go, I'm sort of believing this whole they intentionally let it happen on purpose. Why? I think it does.
You bought it, and the IP's absolutely been burned to the ground. Congratulations. You bought it. No one wants it anymore.
But I would love to explain to you how fertile this ground is, how easily, because we're real good at building houses, we could repair the damage. They could come back and make Assassin's Creed fucking excellent real quickly. It's the same thing if you bought Star Wars right now, you could return it to profitability real quickly. You just do it good, and it's very easy to do it good. And you say the other shit didn't count.
So you're going to be buying Assassin's Creed Wukong is what I'm hearing.
If I get like a super base Assassin's Creed, yeah, return to form, I will.
Yeah, like they're out to here. You're buying it?
Desmond Miles, I love this. AC Shadows is a financial success, really. 6 million players, not sales, and the biggest ratio in history. Be honest, we sold the company to China.
Thank you.
Thank you.
China.
So what they did is they made a new subsidiary, right? 25% control goes to Tencent, and this covers Far Cry, Rainbow Six Siege, and Assassin's Creed brands. So,
by the way, the 3 brands that I covered, I think it was a Polygon or a Kotaku article the other day saying that those are the ones that Ubisoft will not get rid of. And they were like, they'll get rid of Just Dance and they'll get rid of Rayman and the Rabbids and whatever. Those 3, those are Ubisoft's cash cows. They'll never get rid of.
Fuck all that. What about The Division and Ghost Recon? Daddy wants to know what's happened to his Ghost Recon squad because Wildlands.
They said all the Tom Clancy stuff was off.
Breakpoint.
That's all Tom Clancy.
Division 1 and 2, yeah, but Rainbow Six is Tom Clancy.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. The article
would
that
fall underneath it.
Yeah,
there's subsets
off the table.
All right, well, good, because as long as that shit. But either way, yeah, Ubisoft. But this means now they could go baseless. What?
Siege is the only one people care about as the Tom Clancy's. I assume everything else will just die, and that'll be the only thing that survives.
People care about.
Nah, people love Ghost Recon.
What was
no?
Well, they split the thing off where it was 3 of the franchises.
Yeah, that's what I'm
IPs.
saying.
What
was
were
Rainbow
the 3?
Six, Far Cry, and Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do much more other than Siege. Otherwise, they'll be throwing their money away with more Wildlands or whatever that crap was.
Problem is, those are games as a service, and they sell. Like they just got DLC. Division. In fact, Division was going to be cut off, and it kept getting seasons and DLC because people kept playing it.
I was watching a stream the other day, or shit, maybe I was on a stream the other day. I don't remember which, but there was like 100,000 players actively in Rainbow Six Siege at the time of the stream. Like they pulled up the numbers live.
Yeah, that was your countercast stream. I think Vex was mentioning that there's 100,000 people.
It's my own fucking stream. I didn't remember. We do this too much.
And
this is not a joke.
I still do think that a lot of people were getting hit by bots just to make it artificially high.
I hope everyone will be buying their Assassin's Creed merchandise.
Oh shit. King Ace.
It's not a joke.
Moxie already got me a cooler one.
Does it come with a grill?
They have bling.
No, George Foreman died actually.
Yeah, ABF with the ice.
What?
Is
that
I'll
there?
go right back to you. Oh my god.
Look at the blade. Badger, come on.
No, oh, good.
White Lotus.
Mm.
There you go.
Yeah, let's grip for bling, guys.
Dragon butt plug.
Okay, so obviously that's the one that's
sure
the most fucking offensive.
Can't wait to see LeBron wearing that.
Badger, have you seen the Ubisoft channel and how they recruited a couple of hardcore experts and influencers to do the stunts from Assassin's Creed Shadows in these cringe ads?
No, but that sounds like something they might do. There used to be people that did it for free, but
I put it in the private chat.
Didn't even notice.
Just gay.
So, Badger, a Gooch, if you're still alive. So you know how they're
just looking for a new sock.
So they had all the gyms, and they were like the most plastic gyms ever. Like they were clearly this came from the dwarf mines. That's why it sounds like that. It's actually real.
Sorry, found one. Sorry, got one.
Oh my god.
That's got some good movement to it still.
Yeah, it's
not looking great.
2 seconds. That's
We'll see how it looks tomorrow.
Give it time.
I just put it on. Oh.
Badger, I just want to point out that right now there's a game called Schedule 1, and you're like this cartoon figure that runs around and sells drugs on Steam. And it has
shit! Give me that game.
Yeah, it has nearly 250,000 people playing it as peak.
Do you know anyone who's played it? Because I keep seeing it. I'm like, I wonder if that's any good.
I've been playing it the last couple of days.
Oh,
it's a lot of
Is
fun.
it any good? I want to. How much is it?
Do you remember that old game? It was like probably, I want to say 15 years ago, maybe, where you were a drug dealer and you would sell weed and everything on the street. It was like
Drug Wars or something. What was it called?
Yeah.
That.
Mafia Wars.
Yeah,
that too.
That was the evolution of the.
Games.
That was the evolution of the TI-83 Plus game that everybody had in
the calculator game. Yeah. Well, back in the day on the Flash games, you'd have like Lemonade Stand, and then you got like Diner Dash, and then you started selling drugs.
Do you know how much fucking time Great Dead Pulio, Rat, and I have wasted doing drug sales and heists and missions and Grand Theft Auto, whatever.
In Grand Theft Auto.
Oh my! Well, yeah, in the real world, it was hard out there for a pimp. Yeah, Jesus.
Definitely easier in Grand Theft Auto.
I'm currently watching. I'm watching American Gangster. The reason I was a smidge late was because I was at the diner scene and I knew it was about to happen when Denzel goes out to Idris Elba.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, all right, that's all I wanted to see. Now I got to join the stream. Love me some Denzel Gangster.
Well, I'm sure Idris will be back as Heimdall because everyone's coming back. It hasn't been announced. We saw the announcement of their 5-hour stream of every 13 minutes. They showed a chair of another person we didn't give a shit about. 275 million digital views of that live stream.
Are you telling me that Rebecca Romaine's not gonna guarantee you a ticket sale, Badger?
only people I cared about were the X-Men from Fox, and even that is lackluster caring. Like, you know, I'm fine. James Marsden is Cyclops. That's fine. Bo DeMeo had the best response. Please allow me. I'm not doing the Emma Frost voice because what does she have, like a slight British accent? It's fine. Here's the set chairs of actors who will be cosplaying as B-list characters with meh-rated, rushed movies that built no audience affinity, all starring in a damage control pivot project helmed by 2 directors who haven't been able to direct a decent film in 7 years, starring a cosplaying celebrity repurposed as a villain who breaks canon and has not even been set up as a threat yet. Could you be any more out of touch with the fans at Marvel Studios? They deserve better. This is worse than the Democrats thinking Beyonce would win them the race.
Snipe.
He said it with a lot more.
Can you be?
Yeah, I could not say it that way.
Any more clothes?
Oh, full on
dab and twist.
Man's an Adonis.
Oh,
but seriously,
yes.
Have you not
absolutely love it.
seen without his shirt?
That's my bow, by the way.
Oh, sorry. It's for everyone. That's how I felt.
I'll share with Badger.
I was angry at the end of that announcement. It was like all the people we don't give a shit about, and then Bo had it perfectly. Yeah, all the movies failed.
But M'Baku and Shuri is Wakanda woman. What's his name? Black Pantera.
No, we're gonna have Letitia
Cheetah?
Wright back.
Cheetah.
Letitia Wright is female. Black Panther.
Enamor.
Letitia wrong, bitch.
It means the boy who
Are we
grew
gonna
up
get-
without love.
We're gonna get little Latino white tiger.
Both wrong. You're both wrong. San Diego.
I told you that.
Vagina.
I told you that
Carmen?
Rod was white tiger Badger.
Carmen Sandiego. Hold on, I will allow for this very quick regression. Back to Ubisoft and Tencent, though. What about all the Tom Clancy games? They're part of the Rainbow Six. The Tom Clancy family may not know what's going on and need to be. Well, I'm assuming they have to get involved with what's going on with their franchise games. That being said, that subsidiary announcement said nothing of Ghost Recon and Division falling under some sort of fucking umbrella of the Rainbow Six game. It just said Rainbow Six Siege.
True.
Meaning
but
Ubisoft might be holding on to Ghost Recon.
Yeah, a lot of people assumed that all the Tom Clancy games would fall under
In an investigation,
we're not sure.
assumptions kill.
I doubt it.
Yep.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not going to survive. But we
Reacher.
need to do Rainbow Six Vegas 3. I'm saying it right now. Vegas 2 is my favorite.
Rainbow's Siege X is what they've been working on, and that actually looks like it might be pretty good. So they are keeping the good stuff with the new entity.
If they go back to actual Future Warrior, which they got away from, and you had to do a bunch of like DLC and shit, right? Like go back to camouflage and
Okay, well, we're
Yes,
talking back when
camouflage.
we used to watch
Yes.
those trailers during like
Camouflage.
E3 and stuff, and we were like,
the live
there's a
action
game
movies that
coming
are
out. Yes,
still fucking better.
we get nothing now.
Here's how you know if we're gonna get another
Nothing.
Ghost Recon. They're about to do the remake of Metal Gear Solid. If that sells well, they're gonna be like, oh, we gotta capitalize on this.
Yeah, remake or female takeover?
No, they're doing a ground up remake of the OG, or maybe it's Metal Gear Solid 2. I don't remember. I think it might actually be 2. Either way, it's a ground up remake of Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. So it's number 3 actually. It trailer wise looks spot on, shot for shot like the original. That actually worries me because I'm wondering, are they doing the whole like bait and switch thing, or will it actually be
Aren't they doing
ground up remake of the
an
original?
anime on that? Is it coming out?
Splinter Cell, I believe, is getting an anime. And it looks
Splinter
like
Cell,
crap.
yeah.
So you think they're
Metal
gonna?
Gear was always the big competitor for Splinter Cell because they're like the two big like military stealth games, and so I think if they see a resurgence in the genre because of the success of Metal Gear, Splinter Cell might also make a comeback as a result. But that's just a guess.
But didn't Splinter Cell have a couple of flops in the last games?
Yeah,
I
They all
think that's
started
why
falling
they
apart.
kind of put them to bed for a while.
That and Rainbow Six, right?
yeah. Everything started falling apart. Like the last 2 games in each genre kind of sucked.
Even COD
What
was
Watch
getting
Dogs
out of-
failed?
Yeah, and I don't know who is to blame for that specifically. Probably Ubisoft.
I said people kind of like this newer COD. They really like the movement system.
Yeah,
and whatnot.
they do. Yeah, they do. The
Well,
kids
COD
talk
fans
about
will
it.
like anything COD because it's so like
No,
COD is
that's
literally-
not true. when you started double jumping and running on walls, I hated that, and they didn't shut up until they got rid of it.
But that shit still sold. I mean, in my opinion, COD's been dead since Black Ops 2. That was the last good one. But like COD is like Pokemon. COD is like Pokemon for white dudes in their 40s.
Modern Warfare 3 was it?
Yeah, Black 2 and Modern Warfare 3.
Black Ops 1 and 2 were the peak.
Yep.
Shout out Ross.
Oh, my favorite was Modern Warfare 2, but Black Ops 2 was a close second.
Maybe it's too overrated. It was nothing but stabbing people from like 25 feet away and doing all that stupid crap.
I like taking dog tags, but that's Battlefield.
I was gonna say OG Battlefield's still better.
OG Battle, nothing better than taking someone's dog tag after they like sniped you or some shit. I'm like, I'm gonna kill them in Minecraft. This motherfucker.
APF. What's your current excitement level for the next Battlefield?
There is
the
no
next
hunting.
Battlefield. It actually looks like they're trying to make it look exactly like Battlefield 3 and 4. So
Return to form.
If they're just re-releasing that game, I'm okay with it. They were kind of going in the wrong direction by trying to turn it into a hero shooter.
Yeah.
With 2042, and I didn't even buy it. I played the beta and realized it didn't have a scoreboard on day one when it came out. So.
How are you supposed to DM gamer slurs to the people at the bottom of the leaderboard?
That's the other thing
see the
too.
Leaderboard?
They took away all chat, so people can't be toxic in the game anymore. They were giving it the Overwatch treatment, where everyone's getting a participation trophy.
Oh,
I'm teabagging everyone. Sorry.
You should get extra experience for teabagging.
Speaking of teabagging,
get back to the butt end. I'm taking your butt end and going in. With just going a different route there.
Yeah, I was thinking like Venom twerking is what I thought.
Gooch, have you recovered enough to talk about looking up? Some latest test screenings. First, Daniel Reitman, of course, super trusted. Superman had a test screening. I said that facetiously. Superman had a test screening, and from what I hear, people loved it. And then My Time to Shine Hello. The reaction to Superman test screening was decidedly mixed. Some people thought it was okay. Some people liked it. Others didn't. Okay.
Water wet.
Water wet. Oh, we did hear this.
Sky is blue.
Today, Scoop Reviewer Anon shared the response I heard directly from Warner Brothers was decidedly less glowing than Daniel Reitman's post. Not to say it went terribly, but it's a divisive film with a particularly silly tone. Some people click with it. Some seem to bounce right off. Talked about one of the subplots. There's a subplot where supermodel Eve Tessmacher, Miss Tessmacher, is in love with Jimmy Olsen, but he can't stand her. Is it because he's gay? This is supposed to be great, by the way, just pointing toward tone. Yeah. No. By the way, this can't be fucking real, and I will read it just to see Gooch's reaction, but rumor, the first possible quote from James Gunn's Superman has been released. I'm Superman, bitches. That is clearly a joke. By the way, I will tell you right now, My Time to Shine Hello is a fucking Henry Cavill stand. There's nothing wrong with that, but
there's rumors that at Warner Brothers, what's his name? They're looking that James Gunn might take full control of Warner Brothers.
No, Peter. I thought Peter was going to be taking stuff.
No,
they're talking James Gunn.
It's that Peter Safran would take control of that dude that just got fired, and then James Gunn would just be the sole DC Studios guy.
No.
So are they trying to sell Warner Brothers to Tencent as well, or?
Let's just give the Chinese everything. Why not?
We tried.
Well, Trump's going to put tariffs on video games not made in America. All right. On that note, I need to get out of here and do some dog sitting. Make sure to stay
We're actually all
tuned
going to get out of here. Thank you.
Tomorrow for some hammer smashing. It's hammer time, bitches. And I'm not talking about if Miles Morales was Thor. Summoning Mjolnir.
Erwin, make sure you clean the robot dog properly when you're finished.
Or sock or whatever the fuck.
I was gonna say I've got some new technology, Techrat. I'm going analog.
Analog.
Bye. I'm gonna go share some robot dogs. Bye, everybody. Leave studio 3 times. Bye.
Bye. By the way, Justin, I'm pretty sure that's what the Doomsday is going to be. Decidedly mixed, because it's going to have a bunch of cameos with people we want and a bunch of cameos with people we don't want. And so any excitement from the ones we do is going to be drowned out. Like, it's going to be the Avengers versus the X-Men. Yay! But the Avengers is going to be Captain Black Falcon and Shang-Chi. Oh, right. And it's like, but it's going to be the X-Men. Yay! but it's going to be old Patrick Stewart and old Ian McKellen. It's
on
gonna be
Variety, Badger, it says that the town has whispered that Peter Safran and DC Studios James Gunn as a co-chairman could possibly inherit control of all of Warner Brothers if things continue.
And Peter Safran would be the one that would be the current what Zaslav is doing, and then Gunn would fuck off to what he's already doing and just focus on. He's not going to sit there and do paperwork and fucking board. He would just be in charge of DCU. Well, he already says he's essentially the head. I'm the creative, demanding one. Puts himself in front of every fucking thing with the stupid typewriter animation. Yeah, makes sense. Good luck.
Look at me, love me.
Let's see how your Superman does, bruh.
It's not going to go well.
Gooch Prime, you made it. You made it, buddy.
Yeah, made it.
Got anything you want to plug?
That's a loaded question.
Not anyone.
I am gonna go watch The Thing because someone has a stream and I won't mention who. I'll leave that for the individual to talk about. I will be on Nerd Wars tomorrow, but Sunday, late night with the Gooch and the gang. So swing on by, please. It'd be nice. Hey, I hate Ziggler. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you hate Ziegler too?
Yeah, she's insufferable, entitled, whiny, and I just wish that she'd stop making movies. And I think that's probably going to happen, considering how much money Snow White's about to lose. But yeah, I just watched The Thing this morning, and it still holds up. We're going to be covering that on Movie Nights with Niat tomorrow night. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Shout out Leon. Or Hondo, whichever wants to speak louder. Which guys got going on?
Neon Leon, right after this, coming up in about 48-ish minutes. Yeah, we got Sevion as the guest tonight. Talk about some similar subjects that we did here, Assassin's Creed, Snow White, things like that. I don't know what Snow White the point is. We're also going to be talking about some good news because the Nintendo Direct was pretty damn good. Legend of Zelda movie got a release date. Plus, we're just going to interview Sevi, get to know her, figure out what she got going on, how she got started, the whole nine. It'll be a fantastic show. So I will see you all in about, like I said, 45-ish minutes over on my channel.
Who's playing Zelda?
Well, they haven't announced that, and I'm very, very worried. Here's the dealio. Nintendo is great about being protective of their IP, so I'm actually not super worried about this film. I'm not. Mario was a banger. Nintendo has always been protective of their IPs.
And that dude's been writing that forever.
I don't.
Yeah, Mario, the animated movie, was a banger. Live action was garbage, right? We all can agree.
Yes, but I have a soft spot for it. But yes, it's garbage.
I know. We all do.
Soft spot on the top of your head. Just be careful of it. Moxie, you got anything going on? Hi.
No.
Okay. Rat, you will continue to convalesce and maybe 3D print something. I don't know. We'll get it.
I actually did clean it up this weekend again, and
ABF inspire you?
Well, yeah, he did. But I also watching fucking Solo Leveling. I downloaded what was it, the teleport rune to escape that one, the first one he goes into, and then the first blade, the Fang one that I have on the desk.
Nice. Well, that'll take you forever to print out.
Well, maybe.
They're big. They get bigger. Ooh. OG Samurai Gangster War Master ABF. Hi. What you got going on? Oh.
What? Signing?
You like zonked out there for a second.
You lagged.
Yeah. Oh, and you're muted.
I'm also muted.
All right.
Watching the thing for tomorrow, and
what thing are you watching?
The Thing.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm asking you. What thing are you watching? No, just kidding. Who's on first?
Dude, sweet. And you can catch me on my YouTube channel Mondays and Wednesdays.
Yes.
Got that Irwin internet.
Too much bling for the bandwidth. Sorry about that.
It's too much for it. Okay. That's it. Yeah, I will be on tomorrow or early on. We got the grift for Irwin for his PC. I don't know what the hell he says he can't. ABF, you say that he can't find the card he wants, and Mr. Techrat says all the cards in the world are available or whatever.
No, we'll get him one.
There's no way that he needs the top of the line right now, right?
He wants a 5070 Ti.
Everybody does. That's why you're having a problem.
No, he's probably going to end up with a 5070 Ti or a 9070 XT. So some sort of middle ground video card.
Well,
shut up.
I'm over here pumping along on a 1660 still, so life is what it is.
Well, you can't buy past generation video cards. That's the issue right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretend I understand. All of that will be on that grip stream tomorrow, and then Niats for The Thing. The Thing.
John Carpenter's The Thing.
Yeah, the original Thing, the good one.
Well, it's not really the original. It's the remake.
I know. Stop it.
I fuck one of the robot dogs.
Just a reminder. Just a
Oh,
reminder. YouTube.
I just want to suck a dick to see what it tastes like.
All right. All right. Just firing out there. So anyway.
Bang.
All right. Thank you guys, everyone. We will see you tomorrow morning.
Get out! Is it something I said? You've ruined my life! You've ruined my career! You've ruined my book! You've turned a perfectly peaceful house into an insane asylum! Get out!
Daddy! My God, Leo, what's gotten into you?
It was a disaster, Faye!
No, it wasn't. You were wonderful, sweetie.
You were fine, Dad.
Yeah. Why'd you need to kick Bob out of the house?
You think he's gone? He's not gone! That's the whole point! He's never gone!
Is this some radical new therapy?
You see?